Alright, what is going on, Prime members? Today I'm going to show you how I do my product research. Now for the past few days, or even a week or so, I've been using this tool called AfterLib.com. If you don't know what it is, go to the description down below. There's a promo code. You can use promo code PRIME for 10% off. But yeah, AfterLib is basically like Facebook ads library. So if you read the first PDF about product research, I usually use Facebook ads library, but AfterLib kind of does the job for you in terms of the filters. I actually do recommend you to use AfterLib to find your first winning product, but if you are on a budget and you cannot afford AfterLib, you can go ahead and still use Facebook ads library. I still find winners using this method on Facebook ads library, but for this video I want to go ahead and show you an updated way of how I found my winning products now. So you want to go ahead and go to AfterLib. You also want to go ahead and use a tool called Shophunter. By now I'm pretty sure you have it, but if you don't, Shophunter basically could find a website and tell you exactly how many sales they are doing. So that link is also in the description down below. You can use promo code PRIME for 25% off lifetime. So yeah, those two tools, AfterLib and Shophunter, are what we are using today. But yeah, you want to go ahead and find something on Shophunter like this. This is the goal of today. You want to either find a rising chart or a stable chart. I want to explain why these two charts make the most sense. So a rising chart, you can see right here, the competitor literally launched a store, I would say 2 weeks ago, and you can see he was struggling for a bit, testing out new interests, right? Once he started scaling with CBOs, you can see he's taking off. Now this makes sense for us to copy, because if he's able to do it in 2 weeks, we could probably do it in even less amount of time, because we know how to test products and scale products. If he's able to do it, you're able to do it, he's selling the same product as you, there should be no reason why you should not be able to sell the same amount he is. And for a stable chart, the reason why we look for stable charts is that it's literally proving to you that this product is being sold consistently every single day. So there are customers for this product. Now it's going to be a little harder to scale with a stable chart, but you can always launch a store and prove to yourself and make yourself a good 10 to 30% profit margins on stuff like this, because it's stable. You know there's a market for it, you know people are buying it. So you want to test any product, you want to go ahead and make sure it's a rising chart or a stable chart. Now me personally, I love my rising charts because the potential here is basically unlimited. Now if your competitor starts scaling up, you can basically copy them and scale with them, and you know that product is selling at that time, and it's basically a race to see who sells the product the best. Whereas a stable chart, the person's already established, they're already selling it for a long time, they probably already have the winning interest already, so it's a little bit harder for a stable chart, but nonetheless you have to look for either or right here. So you want to go to AfterLib, and this is where you find the Shopify stores to go ahead and plug into Shophunter. So for example, what I like to do is go to technologies, I do Shopify, so we're only going to see Shopify stores, the country I put United States, language English, shop now for the calls to action, display format I do a video, because video always converts better than image in my opinion. And my past few stores I usually just choose video, and for the publisher platform you want to do Facebook or Instagram and add both of them there. And now the only thing you want to play with after these settings right here is this thing right here. You can do trending or performance. These I've seen have the best winning products, and then you also want to go ahead and change the date. Now if you're going to do the last 30 days, because by default I think is the last 30 days, just be aware that you are seeing the same ad slash product as everybody else using this platform. So you want to go ahead and change things up. You want to do the last week, the last 2 weeks, the last 3 weeks, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the last 30 days just to show you how many winners there are here and how accurate this app is. But once I'm here, what I like to do is literally just click shop now, click shop now, click shop now. I know people like to look at the ad and all that stuff. I personally just want to see how much revenue they're doing, and if I find one that's doing really well, then I figure out how I'm going to sell it. Too many people waste time like looking like, is this a good ad or whatever. I just open up all these stores, and I'm literally, the first thing I'm going to do is just go here, copy this, delete this, I'll go all the way to Shophunter and paste it in to see if it's selling good or not. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this for all these stores. I don't want to go ahead and bore you, but you see the first store right here. So it did really well, $10,000 a day, and then they ended up descaling to $1,000 a day. I think it's probably because they're either unprofitable or they're dealing with an ad account ban. Now if you want to go ahead and see how well this store does later on, you can leave it tracking and it'll tell you exactly how much it does. So let's just say tomorrow ends up doing $2,000 in revenue, and then $4,000 and then $5,000. They're scaling back up. So this is not always a bad thing. You can see that they had scaled it to $10,000 before, and they scaled back down maybe because it was unprofitable, but you should wait to see what else they do for this store. I'm going to leave it tracking, but the next thing you want to do is click add shop, and I'm going to go ahead and start adding the shops that I have right here. You see the browser, I have like 10 stores stores open, but I'm going to go ahead and start adding all these shops. I'll come back to you when I see a rising chart or a stable chart. So this is the next store that I'm doing, and I'm kind of going to guess that this one is going to be really, really good because Mother's Day just passed. It probably will have a rising chart, but it's probably dead now because Mother's Day already passed. But this product itself is for moms specifically. And all right, I guess that was right. You can see right here, they literally started scaling up right before Mother's Day, and even after Mother's Day, they started selling a little bit more. But now it's completely dead. This product is still selling somewhat pretty good. You can see how right here it's doing a rebound, so you might actually see it go up again, and this might be a good product to test. But the best time to test this product probably would have been when they were doing, you know, like $7,000 of revenue. You can see consistently they were going up and up and up and up, and you can tell there's a Mother's Day product, so it makes sense for them to keep going up until Mother's Day happens, which now it's happened already, so they're descaling ads. But you can see that this is a good example of why this product will be good, because it's an uptrend. You know, it's selling for Mother's Day for a reason, and yeah, this is a really good product, and I probably should have ran this product before Mother's Day. Unfortunately, I just didn't find it in time, but yeah, something like this would make sense. But I'm going to go ahead and keep looking until I can see a really good rising chart or even a stable chart. Alright, so you can see the thing right here is the same situation. You can see this is also, I believe, a Mother's Day product. So yeah, there's a Mother's Day product you can see right here, and you can see how they were able to scale it all the way up. They do have some weird dips going on, which is not the best, but you can see they went from $8,000 revenue to almost $42,000, and then, you know, around here for Mother's Day, and they started declining again. This is a Mother's Day product. You can see every year they probably scale this store up, but like I said, there's a Mother's Day product, another one that I saw. I'm gonna go ahead and see what else I can find. Alright, so I actually have seen this product before, and as you can see, it's kind of a combination of both a stable chart and the rising chart. Not only is it stably making around $10,000 a day, it's actually going up the past few days. And this product right here is a Pilates bar. I've seen this product before, but I didn't know they were scaling up. So you can see how well this chart looks like right here and how well everything is. So you see this method actually does work. You can tell that this product is stable. It's also been rising the past few days. These are the kind of products that you want to look for and go ahead and test. I'm not saying test this one specifically, but you want to look for things closer to this. Let's just say this is like at like $2,000 in revenue to $4,000 in revenue. It will make more sense. Honestly, I think it's already too late because they're already doing stable around $10,000 a day. I'm not saying you can't do this though. You could do it, but it'll be a little bit harder because they're already, you know, winning the interest and doing really well. But yeah, that's basically how I do my product research. I do a combination of AfterLib and Shophunter, and yeah, basically all I do. I hope you guys find your next winning products easily, just like this strategy right here. Going back to AfterLib, like I said, you want to go ahead and do these filters. You want to change performance and trending. These are the only two things I use right here. And for the timestamp, you want to go ahead and choose either 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, a month. You could basically play around with it and get different results. I just chose 30 days because by default it is the 30 days. But yeah, go ahead and play around with it. The idea is still the same. Find a product on here, just click shop on all of them and plug into Shophunter. When one has a rising chart or a stable chart, you want to see if it's on AliExpress. If the product's on AliExpress, then you're good to sell. And yeah, that's about it for the product research method. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you guys next time.